Hey guys, it's Z here back with another tutorial and I hope you all are doing great. So guys, as you saw the thumbnail and the title, you guys already know what the tutorial is going to be about, right?
Yeah, boy.
So yeah, today I'm going to teach you how to get Okay, so guys, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I won't do anything like that, but I don't know. I might actually give you guys some tips about it in the middle of the tutorial or maybe not. Pata nahi. So just make sure to watch the whole video till the end. For now, let's just get back to our NPC mood and just start the tutorial.
A few moments later.
Okay, so guys, open your CapCut and import the panels and set them according to the beat. So this tutorial is going to be about a complete basic manga edit, basically my latest edit. So for this edit, you will need some manga panels and some other stuff. So I'll just upload them on my Discord server. Make sure to join it from the link in the description. I'll provide the link in the description. So just join it from there. And now let's start the tutorial. Okay, so guys, after syncing the panels to the beat, make sure to make the size fit the ratio that you guys are using. For me, I'm using a custom ratio here. So what I do is after making a new project, I change the ratio from here, like I open the setting and then click on custom, then make the ratio to 930 by 1080. So that's the ratio that I use in my edits nowadays. And after this, I'm just gonna make the panels fit the ratio. And after this, we're gonna start making the intro. Okay, so guys, now for the intro, add a widescreen on the timeline and then put it above the first panel. Now what you're gonna do is mask it. So go to mask, select film strip, then make it as small as me, just like a line like this. Then go to basic and change the value of y to 200. Now copy paste it and change the value to minus 200. Now you have to select both of these and copy paste them and put them above the lower ones. Now select the lower ones and then go to adjustment, curves, then make their graph go down like this. And now select one of the lower ones, then go to its mask and make the feather to 26. Same goes for the other one too. This will add a little bit shadow behind them. And now add a black screen and put it on the timeline. And now make it mask like it should fit between these two lines, same as me. And then just go to its basic and reduce its occupancy a bit like this, and your text box is ready to go. Now you have to just add text in it. So add the default text in the timeline. Now change its style to agency. It's the one that I use. Now you can also add some glow and shadow in it too. So for the glow, you can keep intensity at 30 and range 100. And for the shadow, just stick it and make the occupancy 100. Now you can change the text to whatever you want. And also you can adjust its size too. I kept it at 12. And after this, you will be good to go. So now next, what you're going to do is select all of these, copy paste it and paste on the next panel. Now you just have to change the text, do that, and after that do the same on the third clip too. And now you have to compound clip all of these separately, just like me. And now we're going to add some transitions and some animations in it. So for that, select the first clip and go to animation, give it fade in. And for the next transition, go to transitions and search a transition called left, add that here. And for the third transition, we're going to make it ourselves with keyframes. So for that, what you're going to do is go to the last frame of this panel, then export it in PNG. Now put it above the next clip. Now you have to mask it. So go to mask, then click on split, then rotate it to 90 degree, then copy paste it, and then rotate it to minus 90. Now you have to add some X and Y keyframes. So go to basic and add X and Y keyframe at the starting and one at the end. Now at the end, what you're going to do is make the picture go out of the screen. Same goes for the lower one too. After doing this, you can use ease out 2 for the graphs, or if you want to use mine, you can just see how I do them. You just only have to drag it all the way here, and then we are good to go. Okay, so guys, now let's move on to the panels. So for the zoom ins and zoom out, what you guys gonna do is add a scale and X and Y keyframe at the starting, then go at the end. Now, if you want to add zoom in, what you have to do is just add a lot of zoom in and move the screen to the face, just like this. And now if you have added zoom in to this picture, what you have to do is go at the starting, then go a little bit forward till you see like this frame is more than enough zoomed in, then add X and Y and scale keyframe there. Now what you have to do is drag this keyframe a little bit close to the end of this picture, just like this. But if you want to add a zoom out, so for that, just add the X and Y and scale keyframes, then go at the starting, then zoom in a lot to the face, just like this. Now what you're gonna do is go at the ending and go a little bit frames before the ending till you see like this is too much zoomed out. This will be good enough. Add a scale keyframe and X and Y keyframe there, and then drag it a little bit more close to the ending, just like this. And now you're good to go. So you have to do the same for the each and every panel, like zoom in and zoom out. It's according to your will. If you want to add a zoom in, if you want to add a zoom out, just do the same process as I taught you. And after this, we're going to add some graphs. So guys, these graphs are quite easy. They are not much of a big deal. Let me show you how I do them. So open the keyframe animation. Now what you guys have to do is select the second keyframe, the middle one, and then add this second graph line in it. So what I basically do is drag it all the way to the starting and same from the end, just like this. And then I keep it a little bit below the keyframe. Like if you zoom out, you can see it's a little bit below to the keyframe. So you have to do the same for the X and Y, same for the scale. So that's just basically it. So yeah, that's how I make it that smooth, and you have to do the same for the other clips. Just keep repeating the same process, and if it's a zoom out, what you guys are going to do is put it a little bit above the keyframe. Like if it's zooming out, you have to put it above the keyframe, and if it's zooming in, you have to put it below the keyframe, just like this. These graphs are quite easy to make, as you guys just saw. I just made it in like 2 minutes, but there are a lot of clips, so it takes time. So I'm just going to fast forward it, and after that we're going to add some CC and some transitions. Now guys, what I did after adding the graphs was exported the whole edit, and now you have to import it back in the timeline and give it motion blur. Just keep the blur at 100 and blend 0. Wait for it to be applied. And next, what we're gonna do is add some transitions. So first, I'll show you how I added that circle transition. For that, add a widescreen a few frames before the clip on which this transition will be applied. Now make its size as big as the screen. Now you have to mask it. So go to mask, click on circle, and then adjust it just like me. Now copy paste it and invert the mask. Now you have to add scale keyframes. So add one at the starting, one at the end, and one on the beat. Now go at the starting, and for the above picture, you have to make it go outside the ratio just like this, zoom in a lot, and then same on the ending. Now for the lower one, add the same keyframes and then go at the starting and make its size to 1, same for the ending. Now for the graphs, what you guys gonna do is you have to do exactly like me. These are pretty easy graphs. Just add the graph line and drag it straight just like this, same for the second one, and then you will be good to go. You guys can also change its color according to your need. Just select both of these and then go to curves and adjust it according to your need, like whatever color you want. And after this, I'm going to teach you how I did that other bar transition. So let's move on to that. So for this, you have to do the same, add a widescreen and put it a few frames below the next clip on which this transition will be applied. Make it as big as the screen. Now go to mask, click on film strip and make it like a bar, just like this, and feather it a bit. And now we are going to add some keyframes. So for that, add X and Y keyframe at the starting and one at the end. Now what you're going to do, go at the starting and make this bar go all the way to the left, just like this. And at the ending keyframe, make it go all the way to the right. Now add a keyframe in the middle, just like here, and drag it on the beat. Now you have to do the graphs. So for that, just add the graph line and drag it straight, just like me, and then you'll be good to go. Now next we're going to add another transition. This will be the last one, and it's overlay, so you guys have to get it from my Discord server. So what you have to do in it, just add it in the timeline and then adjust its speed graph. I'll teach you how to do it, and then you'll be good to go. Okay, so add the overlay on the next clip. Now adjust its ratio like it should fit the screen. Now go to chroma key, select the black color and make intensity 100. Now you have to manually do the speed graphs. Just do it exactly like me. Just try to do what I'm doing here, and after that you have to manually adjust the transition to see like where it's looking good. And after you're done with the graphs and adjusting the transition, you can just also change its color from the curves to whatever you want. And now let's move on to the CC. Okay, so guys, for the CC, what you need to do is add an effect called chrome blur, and then make the chromatic 50, and then don't change anything else, and then put it above all of these things. Now add wide angle and put it above all of these things. You don't need to change anything in it too. And after that, you can also like do this. I added some keyframes in it because I wanted to keep the intro clean. So basically what I did here is I cut the effect a few frames before the main edit starts and add a keyframe there and make the blur and wide angle 0. And then when the main edit starts, like on the beat, I kept the blur at 27, and for the wide angle, I kept it at 45. After doing this, what you're gonna do is add an adjustment layer. Now make the saturation 20, contrast 5, and sharpen between 15 to 10. And the last thing that you're gonna add in the CC is add a black screen above all of these. Go to mask and click on split, and now feather it a bit just like this. Now go to basic and change its occupancy mode to overlay. And that's how I made this edit. I hope this tutorial is helpful to you guys. See you guys in another video. Till then, bye bye. But wait. What was this tutorial about?